Same as yours, really. So I'm not going to bother. So how's about we move on to our next segment? I like to call this segment Splatter Chatter.
God, no.
Yeah, better bring that one back, which only 3 people will actually get that reference. But anyway, we're going to stick with it. No, probably just me and you, to be honest. So, yeah, it does, doesn't it? But anyway, we might as well. This cringe fest is only getting started, baby. But anyway, let's move on to our movie review. And what movie are we reviewing today, Daniel?
DeathGasm. From
Death Gasm,
2015,
because capital letters are for pussies.
Filmed in New Zealand. Yeah,
New Zealand, yes, New Zealand. And so before we get into it, basic thoughts. What's your first initial reaction to this movie, Daniel? Like,
it was quite a while that I first watched it, but I mean, you were the one who first told me about it, so you hyped it up in my mind to begin with. But I mean, it certainly holds up. Like in some ways, I kind of wish, because it is a metal-based film. So in some ways, I do kind of wish they did more scenes where there was a bit more metal music kind of thing. But as far as the actual production and everything goes, it seems very high quality. I mean, they really wanted to get the deaths in there, and they did it very, very well.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I will say at first, if you don't know what style of film it's going to be, you can't quite guess right away. First looking at it, you could just maybe simply think it's a battle of the bands kind of thing. 'Cause it does initially just seem like that. Because, it just starts off with him moving to a different place because of his scenario at home. And then, him forming a band with a couple of friends. So, at that point, you don't really know what direction it's going to go.
Yeah.
But certainly once stuff gets kicking off, it certainly, amps it up a bit.
Oh, definitely. It does. You don't really get if you just watch watch the first half of the film, you'd think it's basically a coming of age rom-com.
It's
about
with his cousin being the bully, and
and falling in love
and creating a band and that. So as far as you can tell, with the first maybe 30 minutes into it, you could just think it's
definitely
a random battle of the band thing where he tries to overcome bully and stuff like that, and it's going to be all peachy in the end kind of thing.
Yeah, meets his new best friend Zach, and they're just hanging out, forming a band, playing music, having a good time. Just being outcasts and rebels, which you could easily write a film like that with this opening part. But obviously it doesn't stay that way, because after the first act, it's just gore, and more fucking gore. And as far as the special effects goes,
very well.
Some of them are really done well, and I love that they for the gore parts where they chop people's heads off, it's all practical, which is really good, because it makes you appreciate it more. And the effort,
had a bit of humour to those parts
goes
as
into
well,
it. The dildo part.
And when the guy, before it even kicks off, gets his head chopped off, and the guy's moaning about there being blood on his carpet, so they have to get a tarp out and redo it.
Oh yeah, that's part fucking ridiculous, really. That's just that weird, absurd humour that you get in a lot of horror films. It's really, it really fucking makes you laugh. Really, it's so bizarre. How fucking he'll just make someone redo a fucking beheading, basically. It's fucked. But yeah, as far as that goes, though, the gore is fucking great. The gore's great.
They do very creative ways with it, like the church stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the church stuff.
Box-labeled church stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking it's so gruesome, so messy as well. Like the blood they use is so much blood. It's a real throwback to the films from the 80s almost.
Play the Black Hymn, I think it's called. When they finally
play
that,
Black Hymn,
just everyone around them is just throwing up blood. The first scene,
especially that guy that shits blood as well.
The maths teacher that's just writing demonic stuff on there and just farts and everyone's laughing and he just starts shitting blood. Walks up to someone, throws up blood on them.
And do that thing where he pauses and then just carries on spewing blood like a little slapstick. It's like it's a film that doesn't take itself too seriously as well.
It lets you know that there's
it's
a
horror.
bit of like humor going into it, and it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, because like it's a film. It's it's a dumb film. It's a fun dumb film, isn't it? It's I mean, as far as the story goes, it's nothing like it's something we've seen countless times before in horror film. I mean, it pretty much descends into zombie movie territory by the third act.
Yeah, and they do try to take it away from that, though. Like,
there's some...
all the effectively what are zombies but aren't, 'cause they're like possessed people. But all of them ripping their eyes out for whatever reason.
Yeah,
and
it's just
the actual scene where
so crazy.
Can't remember the character's name, Zach, where his dad, he's trying to like help his dad, and he takes the blindfold off and just rips his eyeballs out and says, "I can't see you."
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And there is some like parts where you just think like that's just ridiculous. Like the part where. Yeah, going back to the dildo part scene where Zach and Brody are in Brody's aunt and uncle's bedroom and just going through the box. It says Jesus stuff on it, and it's just like anal beads and stuff. And then they slow down the footage and they they're just attacking demons with dildos and anal beads. It's like fucking hell. Oh, it's like it takes like some like dramatic parts from like some zombie films and flips them and like includes like ridiculous shit. And like kind of like fucks with tropes and stuff, which is pretty cool to be honest. So as far as the story goes, I mean like it kind of teases you a bit because like you think it's like I mean like the teen drama stuff about the breakups and the girlfriend
and
stuff,
the best friend stealing the person that he's in love with and that. Yeah,
I mean like that's all well and good, but like I'm glad that this film wasn't like it got a nice balance of both of like teen drama and gore. Like the teen drama didn't outweigh the gore, which like you can't. Which if that happened in a horror film, then you got a big fucking problem on your hands, really. Like like the gore and the sinister parts needs to be full and frontal, and like have like that as a side plot. The whole Brody's girlfriend stuff like that, and like his best friends. So as far as that goes, the story great, the plot nothing special, but
they did it well.
But what do you think to the characters?
I mean, it was a nice mix of characters because. You had Zach, who was an over-the-top sort of character. Yeah,
he was kind of like every cool guy from the movies rolled into one. Like the one that like people like probably think they are, but like more like a Brody in real life.
He's the character who takes metal way too sort of seriously to the point where he would screw his friends over for it, and literally does.
He literally just screws his friends.
And then, his best as you said, there's the more ordinary sort of metalhead. With,
like Brody,
who's just like more shy to himself, that kind of thing. Loves playing his guitar, as a lot of people would. That kind of stuff.
This socially awkward metalhead,
Like
he's down to earth. Like
more of a socially awkward metalhead.
Yeah, like Brody is definitely the character that you relate to the most. He's very relatable, then, very well written, very.
And then there's like I can't remember the character's name, but the one who ends up being their drummer.
The girl.
The bloke who ends up being the drummer for Death Gasm.
Oh, the chubby guy. I think his name's Dion or Dion. I think his name's Dion. Yeah. And his friend.
He's more like a sort of mild sort of rocker kind of thing. Like he comes across as a bit of a
he's
rocker,
like,
but he's not seeming to be heavily into like metal or anything like that.
Yeah, he's likable. He like they're all all the characters are pretty likable, to be honest. Like like Zach's like he's like the cool guy, so like you kind of like Zach because he's cool. Brody's just like the nice dude. Dion and Guile, I think his name's Guile, the guy with glasses. He's like there's Timon and Pumbaa duo of the group. You know, so they're like the lovable fools.
I mean, is it
like
Kyle, the keyboardist? Yeah.
Yeah.
He really isn't anything like the others. Because, like, there's the scene where they're
No.
initially practicing, they tell Brody to have a solo, he messes it up. And then they go back to the beginning, and as they say that, he just presses a button on his computer, and it just plays like dubstep music, just completely out of like what they wouldn't have.
Yeah. And like in that, especially the scene where they're filming the music video as well.
Like, jerking off the sword.
Yeah, and the way he's dressed as well, like the way he's dressed, he's in like fucking
sort of
like
American punk,
a nerd,
dressed in a suit like an
like,
American
he's got,
punk
like,
would do.
Yeah, like they're headbanging. He's just like like said, like jacking off a sword and being really
like,
awkward. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Too far, you know. And like like this film, it's just got like a bunch of like, apart from like the, and like as far as like, I mean, as far as characters goes, like these characters are nothing you've seen before as well. But it doesn't matter because like this, each character's got a lot of charm about it. Like you see past the archetype that they are, because you know. Because like Zach's like the archetypical cool guy, you know, Brody's the archetypal awkward like main character. Dion and Guile are basically like the archetypal, you know, lovable duo, and you've got like his girlfriend who's basically like the fucking like, you know, like the hot girl in the film, you know.
Who then gets turned into a metalhead because Brody lends her albums and.
One
like
CD.
At the end
that's
of
all it takes.
He's like 5 or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, but all she listens to is like one song.
She's
like, whoa, you know.
One song, and she's basically having these same.
She's like hooked.
She's having the same sort of like imaginary sort of scene that Brody had.
Yeah, but with her holding like an axe or something, and it's like, which is kind of, I guess it's very exaggeration of how people get into metal, because like, you know, like. People have similar experiences. Like you listen to one, I guess. Sometimes all it takes is one song, and then like you're hooked. You want to listen to more.
Well, I mean, I think
you know,
the first thing to get me into sort of that style was like Papa Roach.
Yeah, so like people come from different ways, and she's
and a lot of people like get into it, like, or sort of like if you're early 2000s sort of age range, you would have like a lot of people got into it through like Black Veil Brides and stuff like that. But would denounce Black Veil Brides now. They would just say it's terrible now, but that would most likely be what got them into it.
Yeah, it's the same with like bands like My Chemical Romance as well. People hate, like people like denounce, don't listen to My Chemical Romance is shit. Oh, that's Cannibal Corpses.
But it's like, if it's like, where you came from, accept that and stop being a narc.
It's like don't lie. You go crazy when they play Black Parade on Kerrang. Don't lie. Like, come on. Yeah, it is a good song. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. The movie. I think what we've covered so far. Yeah, we've gone through plot and story, gore, characters. What do you think to the bad guy of this movie? What do you think to
it was a bit
the bad guy?
It started off as a random bloke who just sends his minions off. And they kill Ricky something.
Don't they kill the fucking demon dude, isn't it? The main demon.
That's at the end. I mean,
no.
The guy sends his henchmen off.
Oh.
Okay. The leader of the band who created the Black Hymn. They kill him. I don't remember what his stage name was, but he went by Ricky something.
Ricky 6 or something. I don't know.
Ricky 6. That's definite. I tell you what, you got that mixed up with Black Veil Brides. Yeah.
And really?
He called himself.
Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That they just like decapitated him. I like the twist as well.
Bit of horror came into it. They just slit that guy's throat, and then that guy gets.
Yeah,
killed.
and it's like
it's all like a weird sort of betrayal circle, really. Because they kill Ricky, then that guy, even though he killed Ricky and did all that, he gets killed anyway. And then the main lead guy gets killed by his partner, whatever she is to him.
I think she's basically his sex slave or something. Kind of because like she was
the first time you see her, she just pops.
I mean, like the first,
giving him head.
A blowjob. Yeah, this fucking. It's just like, so like yeah, she goes from sex slave to like the leader of the organization, and then she ends up being killed by Zack.
It's all just a huge betrayal circle.
Yeah, everyone just gets what's coming to them in this film, as far as the bad guys go.
Justice-based sort of film.
Yeah, and it's just well, yeah. Oh, well, apart from Zack, because like Zack, he betrays his girlfriend, and like he gets like fucking ultimate power in the end, doesn't he? By becoming the fucking Demon King or something. so like he gets what he basically wants. He becomes like the ultimate being, and
like when he's taken out of the demon form, he does wish he hadn't done it. And
he is the. Yeah, he is the character that gets the big redemption arc for definite. Because like at the start, he's kind of friends with Brody, kind of not. Then like he's a bit of a dick during the film. Especially when he knows Brody likes the girl, but then he fucking sleeps with her anyway. But by the end though, he's like full redemption arc, and he sacrifices himself for the world. I guess spoiler alert, but it's been 2 years, so who gives a shit, really?
Anyway. You said the whole betrayal arc. That's a huge spoiler.
Yeah, pretty much gave away that one of the main characters is dead. So yeah, let's roll with
everyone dies, get over it.
Literally everyone dies apart from Brody and his girlfriend. Yeah, that's literally it. So, but saying that, I would definitely check this out, people.
What did you think to the post-credit scene?
The post-credit scene.
If you remember it,
it was good. It's set up. Yeah, it's if I can remember it, it's the one where he's in his bedroom with he's in his bedroom with his girl,
and she leaves, and he hears a noise from the record player, and it's Zack talking to him from hell, pretending to be a demon, saying it's not over, and then they just get into a talk about all the reviving Death Gasm, but it'd have been a different names, different members, and then it's just them thinking of a ton of different names for it.
Yeah, which is sets up a sequel, which is actually what we might be getting, because because I remember telling you just about this
and I
ages
went and
ago
researched
about
it just to check.
Good call on that one.
Because
you
were
like,
just
sequel,
there is, and I had to go and Google it, and it's like, they're actually trying to.
Yeah. So it sets up the sequel well. Don't know what the sequel's going to be about, though. I mean, we did get shown what I saw was like a picture that the director uploaded up to, I think, a social media website of like the title. I think the section's called Goremageddon or something like that. So what that says basically is that maybe they're going to be in hell for the next sequel, which means that the budget's going to have to go up. Maybe the budget has gone up, more money,
Even then, I don't know what their budget was, but whatever their budget was for the first one, then they did very well with it.
Yeah, it's very well produced.
So I don't know if their
like
budget was low, then well done for them, because they did it very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it had to be low, cause I think it wasn't funded by one of the big three.
But it did look like it was.
Yeah. The way that the director took care, and like it wasn't careless, and like you can't really pinpoint any movie mistakes in it. It's really well done.
Like great, all the makeup was done very well. Like when they had their eyes ripped out, the makeup for that was just
definitely
fucking hell.
Yeah, it was just good, and it's like films like that, like they really do, you make it appreciate it more, and like indie films like that done well are great.
When Brody's aunt, when he puts a chainsaw into her stomach and there's all her intestines falling out, no idea what the hell they used for that, but they did better than some movies I've seen.
Yes, I mean some blockbuster films are like total dog shit.
Used to use spaghetti.
Yeah, well, back, maybe back in the day. I don't think they use spaghetti these days. Or maybe they do. Yeah, it's cheaper.
I don't know what they used.
I think 10.
Gasm, but even that was done rather well. They panned down to it and they showed it fully and falling out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that I think they just use. I mean, sometimes they sometimes just use chicken meat, there's things you can get at Tesco for I don't know what I'm talking about Tesco for, but fucking
come on.
But like frozen food, yeah, it's just like frozen animal products, stuff like that. It looks really good once you've heated up stuff. But yeah, it looked great.
Have you just been like
practical.
going to Tesco to try and find stuff that'll work as intestines for something?
I actually have, but more on that later, you know. But anyway, I think that pretty much wraps up our feelings on Death Gasm. Have you got anything, final thoughts, Daniel?
Just that it's a great movie, and I definitely suggest that people should go and watch it, especially if you like metal music.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like I'd say that too, but like you don't have to actually be a metalhead to like it.
If you're like a metalhead who hasn't like listened to a huge range, it will get you into them. Like, I hadn't listened to Trivium before watching that movie, and I've now bought a Trivium album, and I love them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, the soundtrack will definitely get you into metal, if not.
I looked through it to have
anything
a look at
else.
them, and it really introduced me to some bands that I'd never heard of, but that are amazing.
That's good. That's what movies can do. That, to be honest, really, movies it's a way of getting into a genre of film. If you're not, even you're not a horror fan,
No, I'm not a horror
give this
fan
film
at
a
all.
whirl. Yeah, and like you like the film, so maybe not. It's for everyone. Really. Just give it a chance. And if you're a horror enthusiast, then you're gonna love it because it's everything that horror films should be, like fun, gory. Not don't take stuff too seriously. Just really having fun and really being creative, and just I definitely watch it. It's really funny as well. Like the comedy's not too cheesy, but it's like, it's got that charm to it, and the offbeatness and the dark and like the black comedy almost to it. Like especially the part where Zach makes the pair Brody's aunt and uncle 69 each other when they're dead. You know, it's like this. Yeah, it's got like the immature comedy, especially that part.
The part where he chops his head off and just says, "No, saying something about the devil."
Like, you didn't hear that? It's like, but yeah, definitely check it out. Like, it's funny, it's gory, lots of action, and a fucking epic finale, which ends with Zach turning into the fucking killer demon, and
then him being killed, and being saved literally through metal.
Yeah, it's literally it's very pro metal. Like metal saves people's lives.
It plays like a huge guitar, like solo at the end, and it just brings that back.
Yeah, it's like it's really ridiculous the way it ends because it's like he saves him with a guitar solo. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
The whole thing
that's
was
something
meant to be,
straight from the 70s.
That they play the Black Hymn backwards, but he didn't even do that. In the end, he just played like a huge like solo to save Zach and get him back to being Zach, and then just slit Zach's throat.
Yeah, it's like through the power of metal, I've saved my brother.
Thankfully, there were no cheesy like sentences like that though.
I will save you. We can live together and rock together, but we will save.
That sounds like either a really bad anime or a really, really bad American movie.
Yeah, or like a Japanese dubbed by Americans. But anyway, that's pretty much it for Death Gasm. Great movie, funny as hell, and full to the brim with gore. So.